You're likely not renting because you want to. You're renting because of 5 sneaky money traps you might not even realize you've fallen into. And here's the crazy part, most renters could have bought years ago if they just knew how to avoid these. Let's break them down, starting with the one almost no one talks about. I'm Ryan Harding, a mortgage broker for over 20 years. I help people go from rents to roots, owning a home that helps them grow their net worth instead of someone else's. If you're renting, it's not just the market that's holding you back. It's how our brains are wired about money. So let's talk about the 5 traps and how to break them. Number 1 is the comfort zone trap. Renting feels easy. You know the payment, the landlord fixes stuff for you, and frankly, change feels risky. But here's the danger. Every year, your rent could go up, while your chance to lock in a payment for 30 years slips away. The antidote? Start looking at the cost of staying, not just the cost of moving. Shift your mind so that you start to think about the things that you're missing out on by staying. This will help you with that paradigm shift. Trap number 2 is that payment sticker shock. Maybe you saw that monthly mortgage number that made you gasp and you thought, nope, I'll just stay here renting. But here's the thing, mortgage payments often include principal. Principal is for you, that's yours. Rent includes nothing for you. When you factor in equity growth, tax savings, that big payment often costs less than rent in the long run. Trap number 3 is saving for the wrong goal. You might have $10,000 saved for a car upgrade, but nothing for a home. If you can just reassign some of that money away from a depreciating asset to an asset that appreciates, that's going to put you in a lot better situation. Trap number 4 is waiting for the perfect market. If you're waiting for the headlines to say, now is the time to buy, you're going to be too late. Smart buyers make moves when everyone else is hesitating, locking in equity before the rest of the crowd jumps in. Remember, you can always refinance a rate, but you can't go back in time and buy at yesterday's price. Trap number 5 is fear of losing savings. It often feels safer to keep that money in the bank, but over time, inflation is quietly shrinking that amount. When you put that same money into a home, you're protecting it with an asset that tends to grow over time. You're not losing your money, you're moving it into something that works for you. If you're ready to see what it would take to move from renting to owning, take our home buyer readiness quiz. It only takes 60 seconds, which will help show you exactly where you're at.